He just wants to get on the ball and start spraying passes and start, you know what I mean, hitting shots from
Yo,
different angles. And this is why with England,
can you on mute,
they're
bro?
playing in midfield, which is going to be a stupid tactic
That's better.
by Gareth Southgate. Yeah, if he thinks that he can start Trent um against one of the best teams. Now the problem is he's bought Trent now, yeah, but he's only bought Trent because of his standing in the game for Liverpool.
Yeah.
Because let's be honest with you, Trent's not good enough to start right back for England, yeah, and he's not good enough to start in midfield
Yo,
unless you're playing Moldova.
Yo, you all right?
what you saying, bro? You good?
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm all good.
So,
Yeah,
so
100% with you.
that's
You all right?
that's the answer.
Yeah, I'm
really.
all good, man. I'm all good. I'm all good.
He's gone back to midfield because he truly
1 minute,
believes
yeah.
he's a
I think you
midfielder
got
now.
two things coming
But
up
it
on
just
it.
depends.
I'm just gonna remove you.
What
I'm
Liverpool
gonna
gonna do.
remove the one
Because if Liverpool
Just quickly,
think,
one
if
second,
Liverpool
yeah.
want to try and compete
Yeah.
and they think that they can play him there, it's all about systems. You know what I mean? Systems are designed to cover up deficiencies. You know, Van Dijk and Konate covered up Trent's deficiencies, leaving gaps. You know what I mean? Slot might play a different way and use Trent as a key player in midfield. We never know. But one thing I'll tell you, international football is different. And
Yeah.
he'll be a liability against the best teams in the competition if they think he's going to play midfield and leave the midfield empty. That's what I will say.
Yeah, I think a lot of last season, I think everyone was wise to Trent. I think everyone realized how
Bro, you good?
his positional
Yeah, I'm all
sense
good.
and his you
Yeah.
all right? His
Yeah, I'm all good,
awareness
man.
was
I'm all good.
was
I'm all
just
good.
not there. And I
Yeah.
feel like for someone who is a centre mid, I feel like that is something that's very important. You always got to know where everyone is
Yeah.
across the midfield.
Mm.
And then if you're transitioning to defense, like as you see, most centre mids they can transition to centre back.
Mm.
Like we've seen John Stones move into centre mid, and he's been fairly decent. Like he's got the technical ability to at least dribble
Yes.
past someone and make a pass. We've
A lot,
seen
a,
Rio
lot,
Ferdinand.
a lot of that is down to Pep though as well.
Yeah, but we've also seen, if we're going back in the day at Man United, we've seen Rio Ferdinand play CDM
Yeah.
when he was actually technically aware and could actually play a pass and could move about. We've also seen Michael Carrick do it, and he done it well.
Mm.
But I think the reason why they can do it well is because they have that awareness. They're constantly looking around. And I don't think that Trent does that very well because he's always being found out. Seen it so many times where problems come from his side.
Would you start him for him?
No.
No.
I think the only reason why he's in the squad is because Reece James can't stay fit.
Yeah.
In my honest
I
opinion.
I agree.
And if we had another right back that was as good as Reece James, I don't think Trent would even be looked at really.
Well, the thing is, I'll tell you one thing, yeah. I'll tell you where Southgate has messed up, yeah, is that he if you check what he's done with the defense, because the defense is the weakest part of the team, yeah. He's taken Luke Shaw, who hasn't played since what, February, I think it might have been. Yeah. Trippier has been in poor form, and he's taken Trent, yeah, which leaves literally the only right back that's been playing regularly, and even he hasn't been that great this season, is Kyle Walker. Yeah. So common sense will tell you, yeah, he should have taken another player that's very similar to Trippier in the sense of can play both sides, and that's Tino Livramento, because Livramento can cover left back as well as what Trippier can do. But what he's done by him taking Luke Shaw, yeah, let's say Luke Shaw breaks down, yeah, you're left with two fullbacks,
yeah,
and who both play right back, because he didn't take Ben Chilwell either, yeah. Which, I mean, to be honest with you, I don't really rate Chilwell anyway, yeah.
No, neither do I. You've got a good shot.
If you look at the defense he's taken, yeah, is poor because he's taken Konsa, who's not really gonna. Konsa can play right back, yeah, but Konsa's gonna be backup in a sense. Even though I think Konsa's a good player and I would look to start him. Guehi, Lewis Dunk, yeah, Shaw, Trippier, Walker, Stones. Now the problem is, as I said, Luke Shaw could have a relapse in training, yeah, which means you've got two fullbacks. Now, let's say that one of the fullbacks gets injured. You're left with one fullback because he's already shown us he's not going to play Trent at the back.
Yeah.
So this is my thing, yeah. By him picking Trent, he's just, you know why he's picked Trent? Because it's the clamour from the media, from Liverpool fans to pick Trent, because Trent's highly regarded in his country. Yeah. But the problem is, if they're playing up against a France or up against a Germany, Portugal, whoever, he ain't going to play Trent right back. That's a fact.
Of course not.
So you're relying on Carl Walker to not get injured. You're relying on Kieran Trippier not to get injured. And you're relying on Luke Shaw to not get an injury, to not have a relapse, which is done, what he's done. For me, I would have taken Livramento, or I would have taken an actual left back, or I would have taken Jared Braithwaite, because Jared Braithwaite's left-footed. I wouldn't have taken Dunk. Braithwaite would have gone because Braithwaite's left-footed. And if worse comes to worse, you can at least play Braithwaite left back if worse comes to worse. But the fact that he's picked Trent in midfield, yeah, and he's picked Luke Shaw, you're basically left with two fullbacks in a sense, really.
Yeah.
When you think about it. So again, like, that's just dumb thinking. But they got Serbia on Sunday. What can you see the score being?
Maybe a 2-1 or even a 1-1. Yeah, 2-1 England, but it could be a 1-1.
I'm going for a draw. I'm going for a draw.
I'd agree with that
Alex,
as well.
good?
I'd agree with that as
I'm
well.
all good, mate.
How are you?
Yeah, I'm going to go for a draw. And I'll tell you why I'm going for a draw, yeah?
Absolutely deflated, bro. Yeah, man.
Just like Scotland, yeah?
Well, since Tuesday night when the news broke,
I don't see Serbia. Obviously, everyone knows the first game.
I'm just
no teams are really going to come out all guns blazing.
Obviously,
really.
I was telling you the other day,
especially if you're the team that isn't the favourites.
That Ten Hag,
yeah,
was definitely going.
Even though because Serbia's strength is in the news broke late, yeah, and Serbia quite open as well, yeah, but I don't think Serbia this first game, because you can't afford to lose your first game because it's going to put the pressure on. Yeah? All the pressure is going to be on England because all the hype is that England will win the Euros, and you know what I mean? So England are going to have to take the game to Serbia. Yeah? And I think if Serbia's sitting, yeah, England are going to be in trouble, because the fact you don't take Jack Grealish, a Jadon Sancho, even a James Maddison, and Eze's not going to start, yeah, you need players that can open up defense, yeah, in terms of being able to break the lines, you know, dribble past someone in a tight space. You need players that are going to make things happen, and those players I just mentioned do that. Now, if you look at England, yeah, with the team that he's going to play, the only player realistically that's going to start that is capable of breaking the lines and creating is Phil Foden. Yeah. Bukayo Saka don't do that, because Saka's more of a give and go kind of player, or getting behind. Yeah. Bellingham is a box runner. He just gets into the box. Declan Rice and Trent, there's no point chatting about them because they're not that kind of player. So they're going to be in trouble. And this is why I'm saying to you, someone like Eze is a key player to start, because Eze is the only one out of all them midfielders, him and Cole Palmer, I'll say, that are capable of doing what I just said in terms of breaking the lines, doing something out of the ordinary. And them two won't stop. That's the problem. So that's why I'm going for a draw, because I reckon it will be a 0-0 draw, 1-1 draw. It wouldn't surprise me if Serbia nick it, but I don't see Serbia getting beat, because I think if Serbia's sitting, England ain't going to break them down. And obviously, if we watch the Iceland game, Iceland should have been 3-0 up. And if you look at the team that started that game, it's half the team that's going to start the game against Serbia first game. Do you know what I mean? I think the only ones you're probably missing was what? Obviously the keeper, Bellingham,
Kane.
Kane started.
Did he start against Iceland? I thought he was on the bench.
Kane started. He come off for Ivan Toney.
Okay,
Saka didn't stop. So,
but then this is the other thing as well that you got to take into consideration. These smaller European countries, they want to beat England. Like they view us as an arrogant country, which we are. We are. We don't even class ourselves as a part of Europe.
Listen,
like whenever you talk about
country's
Europe,
been arrogant. Yeah.
Whenever you talk about Europe, it's England and then Europe.